Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Prescott off play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And right away, he lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Geno.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Smith completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 22, Smith. This is the tight end Fant, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
That's what it is, baby. Pay attention. This is where you step up, right here, baby. Good spot, baby. Don't give a fuck, boy. Let's go. Come on, man. Done that. Shut him down. We gotta be big time now. Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go now. Let's go.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smith. Got a mitt, and oh, he coughed it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
action now. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Prescott yet again.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
Touchdown!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 24, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Geno. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Geno on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Geno now to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Again, Smith.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw is Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Let's go now, let's go. Shut him down. Here we go. You know what we need, baby. Man, I've seen that play a couple of times. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Go. Hey, let's go. Big week, every week. Go home, boy. We're not ready to roll. Dig down deep. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Now it's Lockett.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away. The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27-yard.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Smith on 3rd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Smith on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To the air again, Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Let's ride, dog. Once again, we got to get it done. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it. They can't read us straight up.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Pretty big plays there back-to-back to begin this drive, and now they're already on the edge of the end zone.
Yeah, 1st and goal, and it's time for me to pay off those big guys up front. The only way they want to see the ball in the air is on a toss or a pitch. They want to run it into the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Smith now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Smith. And that will be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Third and short yardage, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And again, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now Smith.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Prescott now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Geno down to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Let's go, fellas. Come on with it, man. Me and you, man. Me and you. Let's go, baby. They can't move straight up. Whatever it takes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Gino on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the red zone now, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Prescott. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Shifts by him. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out, get the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play action now, Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. Flush to his right.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away.
first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Smith, and just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out now come the Cowboys.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Here's Walker to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Smith on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Steps away.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
from the red zone now. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Prescott. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Hand off here to Walker. And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.